So this is problems 22 through 24 on the study guide. It says that the area of the addition is x squared plus 10x minus 200 feet squared. What is its length? Well, we probably want to go ahead and just take that expression right there and factor it. So we have a negative 200 here, and we're going to have 10 here. So we got to think of two numbers that multiply together to give me negative 200, but add together to give me 10. Let's see here. 20, and let's try negative 10. 20 times negative 10 is negative 200. 20 plus negative 10 is 10. So that works. So that means if we factored this, this would be x plus 20 times x minus 10. Well, the minus 10 means that it has to actually be the smaller. So this has got to be the width. This has got to be the length. So we see that our answer here should be D. It says, what's the area of the original house? Well, now that we know that this was the width from before, we know that this x plus 20 here has to be the length. So now we're looking at the original house, which is just this piece here. So this is x plus 20 times x plus 10. So what we want to do is we want to actually FOIL that out. So if our length here is x plus 20, then we have times x plus 10. Let's FOIL. First, x times x would be x squared. So that's that part. Then we would have x times 10, which would be 10x. Then we have 20 times x, which would be 20x. And then 20 times 10, which would be 200. So let's clean this up. That gives me x squared plus 30x plus 200. And all of that would be how much feet squared we have, which is this one right here, D. All right, and then lastly, it says the homeowners decide to extend the addition. The area with the addition is now x squared plus 12x minus 160 feet squared. By how many feet was the addition extended? Well, let's start by factoring this first. So we have negative 160, and we have 12x here. Let's see if we can come up with those numbers. Negative 8 and 20. Let's try that. Negative 8 times 20 is negative 160. Negative 8 plus 20 is 12. So what we're looking at is we have x minus 8 times x plus 20. Now let's back up and look at the original problem up here, because I found that the original one right here, we have an x plus 20 is in common. But this one up here is x minus 10. This one is x minus 8. What's the difference between those two numbers? Well, this grew by 2 feet, because if you did negative 10 plus 2, that makes it negative 8. So the addition was extended by 2 feet.